So anyways, let's move on in the interest of time. So anyways, as I mentioned, let's move on in the interest of time. So there are a few things on this particular page which are actually clickable but not selectable. So in that case, just leave those images. But yeah, doing this much should be enough. Site hackerearth.com /@. Then what are the titles we want? Those titles we're giving here. And apart from that, some of the related keywords, and then Bangalore. Maybe we can change a location. Chennai, 157 from Chennai. Oh. So Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Chennai, Pune. So Chennai must be somewhere. One false positive result. If it is so, let's control. It's here somewhere on the page. Otherwise, we can use this. Yeah, that's pretty much about how to go about X-raying any site, maybe HackerEarth, HackerRank, or anything like that. So there are some of the sites like Naukri Monster. Sometimes people reaches out to us and ask, can we X-ray Naukri Monster? So the answer to that is no, because those are not a public cloud. They are basically sitting under the private cloud. So we need to upgrade it. We need to go for a paid version, and that's where they will enable us to access that particular data. But otherwise, that data is completely protected by web protected data, what we say. But otherwise, kind of a sites where people can create their social profiles like LinkedIn, HackerEarth, HackerRank, or GitHub, Quora, or anything. Those are the sites are basically sitting on a public cloud and pretty much can be X-rayed. Now, just in case someone was asking how to go about Leet code. Let's say, do we have an option of in URL? So Leet code I never tried, but let's see now. Leetcode.com. So Leet code. Walmart discussions, a lot of discussions, and those discussions are of candidates. Interview experience. So let's say if you offered a candidate and if you wanted to track whether the person would join or not, maybe X-raying these discussions can help us. So anonymous user, can I go to user profile? Anonymous user. Okay, so let's say here we can go to leetcode.com /user something. Let me just go back once. One candidate. So let's say this also. Let's take this also. So leetcode.com /user ID. This is the user ID. KC. Leetcode.com /user ID. Leetcode.com /user ID. Leetcode.com /user ID. Submissions in last year is something constant. Submission in last year. Submissions in last 1 year. And then solved how many problems this solved. Then designing Twitter. Then your Java, Python skills, languages Java. So let's go with it. Anyone wants to tell how to go about it and see in case if it works out?
On site leetcode.com
Mhm.
/ user or profile. Sorry, profile.
See the you.
No.
Let me just take a couple of links here. Then you tell me.
Okay.
So this is one profile URL. This is another profile URL. Anyways. Okay, so these are the 4 URL patterns for individual profiles. Now, site colon. Yeah, please tell now.
leetcode.com.
leetcode.com.
/ user is individual user. I mean any user.
Why you want user? So here if you see / user some alphanumeric number. Here you see it's a username. Here if you see it's a user and some alphanumeric number. But again here if you see it's a username. So the constant is only till site leetcode.com.
Right.
Okay, so just leave up to site leetcode.com. Now observe the pages. What is the constant thing in this page? Every page.
Points or skill.
Hmm?
Skills like Java or MySQL.
Okay, let's go for Java.
Also, the language is also a common there.
Submissions.
Languages you can come down. See there?
Languages. Yeah. Languages, skills, intermediate, fundamentals, community stats. Languages, skills, intermediate, fundamentals, community stats. Community stats. Languages, skills. Madhusudan called something interesting. Madhusudan, you were telling something.
Oh, that's submissions.
Submissions in last 1 year. Let's take this. Let's say we need someone. Okay, now here space is not consumed. Someone with minimum 10 ... 100 submissions. Location, let's see how is the location given, or if it is given India. Here there is no location. Here there is no location. India. India. Not much. Let's say we'll go with India.
I think after .com we have to give the / right?
Not required because it's not constant. You can just leave up to .com is fine.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, here we have again individual profiles with those many, at least 10 submissions and up to 100 submissions. Let's say this will make 1000 submissions. So 226, 398 submissions, 903 submissions. Okay, submissions is working out. Now let's say, other than submissions,
Not skills.
can we go for community stats? Anything, just try working out. There is no hard and fast rule, only this will work, this will not work. We have to try. Something might work, something might not work. So just try using all the various combinations of the constant terms. So site leetcode.com space Java space community stats India. So 7 results. So if you see, we used submissions, we got somewhere around 600. When we used community stats, we got only 7. Let's use something else. Languages. We got 223 now. Let's say something else. Let's say fundamentals. So now if you see, all these are actually not individual profiles. Even languages did not give the individual profiles. Community stats did give individual profiles. And submissions did give in only individual profiles. But
Try
languages,
skills.
skills. Let's give skills in double quotes. So 140, but still these are not the individual profiles. Skills somewhere from the entire page it's taking, but not individual ones. So it's all trying. Okay, solve problem. Let's take these ones. Trying, failing, and coming out of failures. So solve problems. So 20 hunger. Yes, we got some profiles. Let's take rank. Rank, and everyone has some or the other rank. Rank, some serial number. Rank, some serial number. Rank, some serial number. Let's say rank and star. Rank space star. Got 66. One discussions. It's having discussion plus this. Let's say rank space star space. So mix of discussions and individual profile. So individual profile and the discussions, both the things we have it. So let's take this. Anyway, submissions is something working better. Contest rating, rank. Okay, let's say we want someone between the rank of, let's take a rank range. Is ranking from 1 dot dot to 1000. Okay, 6 results. But no.
Shiva, can you try points? 10 to 10,000 points.
We can try anything.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, logged batch, batches. We can try anything. Just try whichever is working. Take it, whichever is not working, ignore it. Okay, batch. General discussion, but most of them are individual profiles. And comparably 135. Most of them are individual. Batch. Vadiraj, your voice is breaking. You can type, in fact. Yeah, Shri gave one search. So Shri gave this search. Site leetcode.com, JAVA, Java, 10,000 submissions within double quotes, India, 1500 to 5000 rank. What site map, Shri? Yeah, this is also giving profiles. Yes. No, site lead code, that itself is enough. No need to ignore sitemap because we are using a strong combination of submissions and then ranks. That should be fine actually. So Vadiraj want to see who is discussing on the salary. Okay. So light site leadcode.com. Let's say Amazon SD2 salary. All right. So here we have discussions. Let's go with more tools instead of, let's take past month. So these are the people. Okay, 3 days ago. So Chitra, so you might have to connect the dots of the candidate's current company and their current CTC and what CTC you have offered, and see in case if the candidate is going to join or not. You may be seeing as a anonymous user, but they'll say like what's their year of experience. You can definitely connect the dots. What's their year of experience, questions asked. So you have the list of questions. Internally, you can see what are the kind of questions they asked. Now, let's say if you have a candidate whose experience is 4 years, and this candidate is telling these are the kind of questions asked, you can go to the debrief notes and see what questions they asked, and you can always connect the dots and see in case if this is the one who is joining or not. There are more people, like if you see, okay, so year of experience, education, tier 3 college, prior experience, yes. Okay, what's your current or past, grab. So you can gather this entire information, connect the dots with the candidate, and can arrive to the conclusion whether this candidate is the same candidate or not. Okay, if I see some of the candidate I offered with a 2 point or close to 3 years of experience and from the tier 3 engineering college, as well previously worked at grab, then I know the name of this particular candidate. And then now I could see previous compensation. I know what was their previous compensation. Now I can see, okay, they're telling previous compensation is this, and this was a performance bonus. So I know, okay, which candidate can be this. And now here they're saying, okay, this is the offer, Cars 24, this is the offer, Navi, this is the offer. Then I can always go back. We can still keep it confidential, but we can always go back and see the confidence level. In case if they're negotiating, again, we can say, okay, that's up to you. We know what is that. So it's all like going where they're actually discussing. So if this person is saying, no, I got a base of 48 lakhs, but here it is 40 lakhs, we can say, oh, that's fine. We understand that we got a base. You negotiate as per your negotiation skills. At least you know the fact over here, what the person has it. Offer from Misho, SD2, data platform, 1 year experience, internship, Morgan Stanley, ZS Associates. So yeah, you can catch the discussion like this. Recently, I created one CSC as well. Will my candidate join? So yeah, from Swiggy, from Leet Code, We have a discussions from Leet code. Leet code, Leet code, Leet code, Leet code. So there were 3 different sites: blind, Leet code, then blind, and then fishball. This is fishball. This is blind. So looking referral SD2 backend, role in Bangalore, TC, year of experience. Not much discussion about the offer. Here is a discussion about the offer and everything. Fishbowl.
This is a custom search you have created, is it?
Yeah, I've shared in groups as well.
Right, I remember.
Containing a boat. It's little old post. So yeah, additional discussions. So you can actually track the discussions also in this way. This we are again X-raying the discussion. Now let's say here the group link looks like leetcode.com/discussion/compensation/ a serial number, then / Uber SD2 package India. All right, let's say we'll go behind lead code. So site leetcode.com/discussion/compensation. We'll keep it as it is. Space in URL colon Uber India or Bangalore. So yeah, here we have all the discussions. So maybe if you're working at Uber and if you have offered, you can mention the title, what title and all. And then, you have this entire discussion over here. So we can in fact X-ray anything which is available on web. All right. Yeah, that's it for today. How to go about X-raying any site or any kind of a discussion, not just the individual profile, but also the kind of a salary discussions or anything, something like that. In case if you want to track, you can X-ray, in fact, anything. Srini, can you please add?
Yeah. So, yeah, in fact, these 3 things, in fact, blind, as well as fishbowl and lead code, these are good places to look for those conversations as well. And lead code, basically, it has been a problem, right? Like we can't find, like not all, some of the areas have been blocked. So in fact, with the numbers, wherever we have numbers, people, in fact, the developers or website builders, what they do is they don't just keep the numbers, they ensure that there is a comma there. So which means the number range does not work because the comma is there.
Yeah.
So yeah, another thing what we can do is like we don't have to totally go with the URL pattern. We can even go with the H1, that is the in title. For example, every lead code profile has a lead code profile.
Yeah.
So we can just do the lead code profile, and then we can just mention submissions. We don't even have to mention the URL there. So for example, we don't mention the URL at all, like site or in URL. We don't have to mention that at all. We just say in title lead code profile, and then we can just say submissions, in text submissions, then we will be getting the results.
all about using those constant terms, maybe in the URL part or maybe in the content of the page. So let's say if we
Yeah.
use only this much, India in title lead code, and in the double quotes 10 dot dot 100
Yeah.
submit. So yeah, here also we have like lead code profile, lead code profile, lead code profile. That's coming in the title.
So we don't have to always use the site or in URL operator, because if we're finding any unique H1 titles, we can actually use that along with something in the within the web page, and that way we don't have to use the URL at all or a site.
You just go for submissions in last one. Yeah, no 10 to 100, just the submissions in last year. So rather like 2,300. So 321, repeat 10. So Google will allows us maybe around up to 300 or 350 or 400.
We need to give the candidate name to find out whether he is going to join or not.
No, they won't mention. How will I mention Shivkumar Gurram on those sites saying that I have an offer from Microsoft? Is that the great offer? And you come up with a real name, say that no, it's not a great offer. I'll definitely
But
go ahead
how
and
do we find out? But you said we can find out
you connect the
whether
dots. They're saying what's their previous company. They're saying what's their experience. They're saying what they have offered. They're saying what kind of a questions they have been asked. You connect the dots. Okay, now this person says that he's 4 years of experience. Okay, first dot is connected. I'll see all the 4 years of candidate. Another person says his previous company is Microsoft. Okay, from the 10 4 years of candidate, there are 4 from the Microsoft. Okay, this is the one. I also know while negotiating the offer, I've checked their current CTC. So they're saying their past CTC is this. Okay. Now from this 4, this is the candidate whose past CTC is this. Okay. Yeah, we got that candidate. Who is that one? Though maybe they are saying anonymous, but the kind of information they're giving, based on that information available on the page and based on the information available with us, we have to connect the dots and try to see, means understand if the candidate is same or not. That's again pretty much open-ended, but that's kind of a thing which is working for me, in fact. Does that answer your question, Madhu?
Yes, chef.
Yeah, because no one will come with the real name while they are discussing with their salaries in an open forum. So we have to connect the dots based on the information available on the web page and based on the information available with us. All right, that's it for today. Any further doubts, questions, please feel free to ask. You can unmute yourself and please feel free to ask, but otherwise we can call up for a day. Next week we'll meet maybe with Mike. I'm just trying to get his slot either on Saturday or Sunday. So once I get his slot, we'll have a session on that.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you, chef.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shiv.
Thank you. It is very useful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.